Welcome to the Wall Street Club channel. So, how does a company just pop up out of nowhere, grab 200 million visitors, and suddenly get valued at $100 million? How does that even happen? Well, today we're digging into the incredible story of Linked.me, all based on an episode from the From Startup to Stock Exchange podcast. Let's get right into it.
Okay, first, let's just try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale we're talking about. The company at the heart of this, Link.me, pulls in over 200 million visitors. That is a massive global audience, the kind of reach most startups can only dream of.
And when you have that many eyeballs on your platform, the money follows. Link.me has hit a jaw-dropping $100 million valuation. That right there solidifies its place as a true heavyweight success story in the tech world.
So, who is the brain behind this incredible ride? Well, the source material introduces the founder and CEO, Net Kohen, with this really memorable line, the young jockey behind this $100 million company. I love that. It perfectly paints a picture of youth, intense drive, and someone who's totally in control.
Now, just for total clarity here, all the information we're talking about today is coming straight from the public summary of that podcast episode. We're basically breaking down the key points that they've shared about this amazing journey. All right, let's dive into the story itself. I mean, this is the big question, right? How does a simple idea catch fire and grow into a platform that millions of people all over the world are using every single day? Every huge company starts with just one little spark, that one aha moment. So what was it for Link.me? To get that, you really have to understand the core of what they do. At its heart, Link.me is a digital one-link platform. It solves a really common problem, especially for creators online. How do you point your audience to all your different stuff, your website, your store, your other social media accounts, from just one single, clean link? It's genius in its simplicity. So Net Kohen's journey, as laid out in the source, really follows that classic startup roller coaster. First, you have that initial spark, the moment the idea just clicks. Then comes the frantic, all-hands-on-deck rush to launch. And finally, the founder has to face the tough, gritty reality of raising investment money. But let's be real, success is never that clean and simple. The story also promises to give us the candid, unfiltered perspective of a young founder trying to navigate the super high-stakes world of venture capital for the very first time. We hear about fundraising all the time, but it's usually just numbers and headlines. This story promises to pull back the curtain on what it actually feels like from the founder's seat. We're talking the stress, the intense negotiations, and the sheer belief you need to have to get through it all. For anyone out there who's an entrepreneur or even just thinking about it, these are the questions that keep you up at night, right? How do you get funding? How do you scale a big idea so it doesn't crash and burn? And how do you get past all those challenges at the beginning? The source material really seems to focus on giving you those exact insights. So the place this whole story comes from is the From Startup to Stock Exchange podcast, which is hosted by Seth Farbman. And fittingly, it's designed for a totally global audience. And when we say global, we mean it. The podcast is available in over 180 countries and regions. That means entrepreneurs pretty much anywhere on the planet can tune in and hear this story. And that reach isn't just about geography. It's also about language. It's translated into tons of languages, including Spanish, Russian, simplified Chinese, Arabic, and French, just to name a few. And hey, if you want to find the exact episode, here are the details. It's a quick 21-minute listen from the show From Startup to Stock Exchange with host Seth Farbman. Super easy to find. Okay, so let's pull all this together. What are the big takeaways, and what should you do if you want to dig even deeper into the story? Really, the core idea here is the promise of an authentic, unfiltered look behind the scenes. It's all about those candid, actionable insights that can help turn a simple idea into a $100 million company. So if you're fired up and want to hear the full, in-depth conversation with Net Kohen, your next step is simple. Just search for the From Startup to Stock Exchange podcast on Apple Podcasts. And if you found this breakdown helpful, please be sure to follow the Wall Street Club public account. We do more explainers like this on the biggest stories in business and finance. Oh, and please like and share this with anyone you know who loves a good startup story. Thanks so much for watching.